Alright, guys, I am back. And yes, I'm still alive, don't worry. I know it's taken a long while since my last video, which was like 2 years ago. But I decided to do at least one. Sorry that it's late, but yeah. So here is my NECA Halloween collection, or the Ultimate Michael. Specifically when I get the Michael ones, I like the Michael ones a lot. So, further ado, show you the first one. Get that glare out. Yeah, don't mind my Lego sets. I'm kind of rearranging some of my stuff. I'm gonna put this as like a Friday the 13th collection. I'm gonna put all my Jason figures in there and hockey masks and movies. So, yeah. Anyway, here's Halloween 2. Yeah, that's the price. $30. That's what I got it for. Forget where I got it from. Got it from my comic book store, I think. And there's the side. Other side's the exact same. Top. Halloween 2. Freaking love the cover. Like the original Halloween 2. Bottom, it has all the people that sculpted. And there's Randy Folk. I think that's how you say his name, last name, but. And then here's the back. One of my favorite scenes. I know Dick Warlock says that he hated the scene where he has to swing the scalpel around when he gets shot in his eyes and he's bleeding. He hates that scene, but it's like one of the really cool scenes at the end. Just love how that looks. That looks really cool. The orange outline on the pictures. That's cool. Pretty sweet, in my opinion. And there's Mikey Myers. And there's picture of the prototype, and then there's the actual figure we get in the box. So there's Ben Tramer's mask. Michael without the blood tears when he has his eyeballs. And then after he gets shot in his eyeballs, he's bleeding, crying tears. There's the hammer. There's the air rod knife. The syringe he uses. I forgot which nurse. I forgot her name. I know it was Nurse Jill. Or just stabbing. He stabs in the eye. And then there's the scalpel. And then a pumpkin. Mine's kind of almost upside down or facing downward. But it opens up, revealing the skull, just like in the beginning of the film. Alternate hands. And there's the figure itself. But yeah, there's looser grip. That one he should be holding the hammer. Maybe that one, I always say that he's holding the syringe. So that looks like. And then the scalpel hand. But yeah. There's that one. And now to my favorite one of all. Only 2. Ultimate Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis. 40 years. Freaking love the cover so much. It's so badass. I love it. Halloween 2 never isn't over. There's the backside of Michael and Loomis. And there's the face-off. I think that's the scene where Loomis doesn't have no more bullets in his gun. Michael stabs him in the stomach. But then Laurie later shoots him in the eyeballs. And he goes blind. And then he gets set on fire. And then there's pictures. That's cool. There's Loomis without his jacket. Loomis with his jacket. Michael regular. And Michael bleeding eyeballs. There's Michael bleeding eyeballs. Same exact thing that we got in the other packaging. With the extra hand. Same weapons. There's Dr. Loomis. He has his gun. Didn't realize why there's two guns, but I just realized, yeah, it's because he gives Laurie one, because he has an extra one, and he has his own. There's the pumpkin, which is that pumpkin, which, if y'all don't know, that is that. There's his hand that has the lighter, which is a really good touch. And in the back, you can see the flames that you can put on Michael. And then Dr. Loomis has extra arms. I think they're behind Michael. Somewhere behind Michael. Yeah, right. You can kind of see it. But yeah, they're Dr. Loomis' arms. You can take off his jacket. But yeah, there's that. And then this is the recent one I got. It's Halloween 6. Actually, it's falling at Walmart. I was pretty happy. Not really one of my favorite Halloweens, but I thought Michael looked pretty cool. At least build-wise. Rest in peace, George Wilbur. Played Michael in Halloween 4. And then parts of Halloween 6. And there's Michael. There's the pumpkin. This one actually lights up, which is pretty sweet. The green goo, I have no idea what the hell that was. I actually thought it was the freaking that from the syringe when Tommy freaking stabs him in the neck with the syringes. I was about to say Tommy Jarvis, but that's Friday the 13th. There's the axe. There's that cutting tool that they use in the hospital. I've seen autopsies where they use that tool specifically to cut out or do autopsies with. There's the rocks. I didn't see the producer's cut, but Tommy uses that to stop Michael. Puts like a circle around Michael. Michael becomes frozen, or it freezes. He's got the candles. Michael's mask, which lays on the floor in the end of the movie. Syringes filled with that green goo. Extra hands, yeah, 6 of them. And I love it that they're burnt. Like, amazing. Too bad that they don't have the cursed thorn on his wrist. That'd be cool. And in the background, if you can see it, there's a sign. Sterility, sold. His butcher knife. Another butcher knife. And of course that pumpkin. And there's the back. See, that's the sign. Just like in the movie. Michael the X. Gooey face, mask, pumpkin, Mikey. The next one. Halloween 2018. I remember seeing this in theaters, and I was very impressed with the story and how well it flowed. This is a really cool Halloween sequel, in my opinion. Like one of the best ones. In my opinion, it is. Other people have their own opinions, and that's cool. That's fine. There's Michael. There's the mask. Both masks. Didn't know why we have both masks, but I'm like, okay, I guess because one shows his eyes, the other one doesn't. Black lifeless eyes. The devil's eyes. And there's an officer. He turns his head into a jack-o'-lantern. I thought that was a cool scene. Pumpkin that lights up. That it's tossed in the fish tank in the film. His hands. I know the battle damage hand is right there. The top one, yeah. There's Judith Myers' tombstone. And then I know he has that fire poker from the fireplace, butcher knife, hammer. And yeah. And then there's the backside. And there's the pumpkin and glows and lights up, which is cool. Halloween Kills. This one, I really like the way Michael looked in this one so much. It's like one of my favorite looks. Burnt up mask. I thought that was cool. Prototype. There's that skull mask. Too bad we didn't get the other two, the jack-o'-lantern and the witch. So you have that from Halloween 3. This look I love so much. It's like one of my favorite freaking looks from Michael. I love it. It's a burnt mask and his jumpsuit. Has bullet holes. There's the bat that Tommy uses. But then Michael uses on Tommy and kills him. His hands battle damaged from being shot at. One's a tie. I think one's a tighter grip. And one's kind of looser grip. Regular knife. Second knife with the brown handle, which is used at the end, and it's also in Halloween Ends. It's all rusty looking. Fluorescent light. He stabs that freaking gravekeeper in the throat. Who comes out in the first one? I always forget the name of this weapon, but he uses that to kill the firefighters, a few of them, and then the blacked out eyes, which the paint looks amazing. I love it. And there's the back. He has all the weapons, different looks. Yeah. And then Halloween Ends. A lot of people hate this movie. I did like it. It's kind of rushed a little bit, fast paced, but I personally, I'm gonna get hate for it, but I like the idea that Corey was gonna basically becoming Michael, and I thought that was actually pretty cool. I like it because it's different. It's a new path, something different, and I liked how Corey really basically was like Michael. He had the breathing, the walk, the kills, didn't talk at all whatsoever, and yeah, he even had his own jumpsuit, which is pretty cool, and stole the mask and became Michael. And I actually thought he was going to come to the next shape, but that's just my opinion. Like I said, people are going to hate me for it, but yeah, it's alright. This paint job and sculpt is amazing. It was really, really cool. It's like Halloween Kills, but there's a little bit more detail as far as he's being in the cave or in the sewer. It's full of mold. And there's that knife I talked about with the brown handle that he kept. It's all rusty now. They're like 4 years. Pumpkin. I think this one lights up. Should. There's Michael looking disgusting. Moldy. Mildew growing on him. Which is really cool. Regular butcher knife. Another hand. Gripping hand. 2 more hands. There's that rusty butcher knife. There's that butcher knife with bloody. And then, of course, the blacked out eyes. The devil's eyes. And yeah. There's the back side. lastly, don't forget Halloween 3. Everybody doesn't like it. A lot of people don't. I think now everybody's starting to. I actually did like this movie when I first saw it. Let me see the backside first and I'll tell you a little bit more. Hold on. Like the backside's pretty cool. It looks like an actual like catalog, like you saw in like in magazines. But anywho, when this movie came out, I actually thought the reason why it was called Season of the Witch was I thought this was cool. You could see the TV. When this movie came out, I actually thought it was the reason why it was called Season of the Witch was because there were witches going to bring back Michael. That's what I thought was going to happen as a kid, but no, totally different story. It's supposed to be the first anthology. We're going to do an anthology series. Each Halloween was going to be its own story. Yeah, here's all the kids. There's regular, the trick-or-treat bags are in the back. Alternate hands. There's that TV lenticular look. Yeah, there we go. You can see it changes. That's cool. And then the chords are on the mask. Out there, they watch that TV blinking. They get all distorted. Their faces. They grow bugs, snakes. Mask falls apart. That hat is supposed to be with Jack-o'-lantern. But yeah. There we go. The entire collection. Minus Laurie. Well, guys, stay tuned. There's more to come.